Today is August 4th. The Yankees beat the Baltimore Orioles in a 3-game series. The Bats come alive in games 2 and games 3. They're tied for the Rays with the best record in all of Major League Baseball since July 26. Let's talk Yanks. Did I get it wrong? July 6th. Take that, 20 days.
Talking Yanks with old JOMBOY, JOMBOY Jake. Recaps galore, weekly awards, stat lines, theme, and hot takes. Get your Yankees news from these two fine dudes. It's time for Talkin' Yanks. Talking Yanks with old JOMBOY, JOMBOY and Jake. Talking Yanks with old JOMBOY, JOMBOY and Jake.
Hello and welcome to Talkin' Yanks, brought to you by DraftKings. Thank you very much for joining us today. My name is Jimmy. Sitting next to me is Jake, and in the corner we have producer BBD. The Yankees win the last game of the series for the second time in a row. They are playing good. Jake?
James, Big Baby David, everyone live in the chat. The New York Yankees, man. We used to lose on getaway days. We used to not win the series. We used to have bad times. We're having bad times, Jim. We're starting to get things we ask for, and you know you need to ask to receive in this world.
Yep.
Jimmy, coming into the series, we said we needed 2 10-run performances. We got them.
Yeah.
We got
Did
double
say that?
digits. Yeah. We said that. I forget if that was Monday's up or if that was whatever it was. But, you know, we had some high demands. This is an Oriole team. The team wasn't hitting too much, and they definitely weren't the first game of the series, which actually put them in a tough spot. You better win these 2 games against the Orioles. Otherwise, you kind of blew it.
Otherwise, get out of here.
And they crushed it, man.
Yeah.
They had some awesome performances from young dudes, from old dudes. They dominated the Orioles the past 2 days. They set up their bullpen for Seattle, which we know sometimes is too much of their top priority instead of winning. The Yanks got some good juice. Like you said, the stat that BBD relayed to us that I think we still got wrong, the Yankees have been playing a pretty good brand of baseball for a little while. A winning brand of baseball. A winning brand of baseball.
Tied for most wins since July 6th with the Tampa Bay Rays. True or false, BBD?
Yeah, it was a Brendan Cuddy tweet. Yankees 16-8 since July 6th, tied with the Rays for the best record in the game over that span.
Huge.
Since July 6th.
We thought we might have saw him again.
I think I saw Brandon Cuddy. I think I have a picture of my phone of him. I was going to text it to him and say, is this you? I forgot. So now I just have a creepy picture of Cuddy.
Maybe Cuddy.
Maybe. I think
of 80% Cuddy.
80% Cuddy, yeah. What up, Cuddy? How you doing? Me and Cuddy. Cuddy's got the shirt that I'm wearing.
Yeah. I talked Yanks on Talking Yanks.
Yeah. How about that? Yeah, no Chad this series, no Laza, no Chapman, no Britton. So kind of nice to give those guys the much needed rest they deserve. They lose big, they win big, they win big. And they just sent down Greg Allen, and by sent down, that's the wrong terminology. They returned Greg Allen to AAA. He was a COVID replacement, meaning he was never on the 40-man roster, meaning they knew by returning him, they can keep him around longer. And is someone coming back?
I would assume Wandy's coming back tomorrow. He's still on the COVID
One of the
list.
COVID guys is coming back, which means that...
Presumably Wandy, he's been rehabbing.
Which means that you either return... That would make sense because they brought up Jonathan Davis for... Heel. So that's a bat for an arm. And now if Wandy comes back, an arm comes, and then bat goes. And then, but who's still here via... COVID? It would be Corner
and Ridings.
Right?
Corner, Ridings, and Davis?
Davis is on
No.
the
There'll only be 2.
I think it's only 2, so I think
Corner,
it's the 2
right.
pitchers.
Man,
I think just Monty and Cole are out now.
So they actually, they can call Greg Allen back up, but the next time they call him back up, they have to clear a 40-man spot for him. So I would guess as soon as someone gets injured, if they do, like Greg Allen be back up. But that's why they picked up Jonathan Davis, who you saw in Game 3. And by picking him up, he has to go on the 40-man because he got DFA'd and was a 40-man player. So he can't take Greg Allen's spot.
You'd think they'd reward Greg Allen with that 30-man spot, 40-man spot, but I guess they get another asset out of it.
Yeah.
Like they get Jonathan Davis, so maybe if they have to burn him,
yeah, if they have, then Allen will
you
take
still have Greg Allen
Yeah.
ready. So I guess that's what's happening. But yeah, a little bit of a gut punch. I mean, when Greg Allen's been in there, he's been pretty solid for the Yanks.
Yeah.
Presumably, if they wanted to add Greg Allen, they still don't have to lose Davis because they can just like Clint to the 60-day at this point would make sense because he's already been out like 40 days.
Yeah, now
Right.
Clint was taking BP, and Voigt's hitting homers in AAA.
Yeah.
So Voigt's on his way back soon.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's going to be a conversation for Seattle. Joey Gallo is supposed to be able to play center field. We saw Giancarlo play the outfield. I don't know. I mean, the power lineup, the A go lineup would have Voit at first, Stanton in left field. Or am I missing a guy?
You would have Voit
Or no,
at
you'd have Voit
DH.
DHing DJ at first base. Right. You think they'll play Gallo at third with Gio out? No way, right?
No.
He hasn't done it in a
Yeah,
long
and
time.
we love Rugi.
And Cashman said that Gardner's the best center fielder on the team.
Yeah.
They alluded to if any funny business with Gallo, it would be at first, which if Voit comes back, they're never going to do it then. But
They can do Judge in center, G in right, Gallo in left.
Yeah.
at the stadium. You would think it would be like Stanton and right if they were doing that lineup. And
Stanton right,
center.
Gallo and left.
We're a
Judge
little
center.
bit away from that, and you know,
Streaming.
if Voit does come back, we'll be on the road trip at that point, so we're out of Yankee Stadium. So I don't know. It's fun that we get to have these conversations. So
Yeah, it is.
it's dreams of fun days ahead.
Dreams of fun days ahead, and you can dream of fun days ahead, and you can make those dreams cushy by going to cushydreams.com and using discount code YANKS for 20% off your next order of smokable CBD. Jake smokes it all the time. That's why his brain is so powerful and all-knowing, and his premonitions have become true day after day. The toilet Nostradamus.
Welcome to my brain.
It's extraordinary CBD. It's got rich hemp flower. Comes in 1/8 ounce cans or pre-rolled joints. It's cannabis that ships discreetly to you, all directly to all 50 states. They offer indica, sativa, strains like relax, create, hustle, peace, energy, and dreams so you can smoke your CBD. Go get it now at checkout. Use promo code YANKS for 20% off your next order. Let's start burning these games. Are you ready, Jake? Game
Think
number
so.
1. I was at this game, so if you need any insight, you can ask me about it, okay?
Yes. Queen.
If you need any insight, you'll ask me about it.
Okay.
Promise?
Yeah.
All right. On your mark. And on your sets. And burn, Jakey, burn.
Jimmy, we are playing 3 in the Bronx. This series for the Birds. Orioles coming to Nueva York, and it's Jorge Lopez, se va qua, tu duele, against Andrew Heaney, making his Yankees debut. Jim, first 2 innings, this Heaney guy looks good. I think he's figured it out. In the third, the Yankees were mulling some different things as Mullins homers to right. Summer Hayes, well, I drink my wine. He homers to left. Mountcastle homers. Urias homers. Andrew Heaney, second time in his major league career, giving up 4 home runs in a game, and he does it in his Yankees debut. That's not how you get the fans to like you. But speaking of getting fans to like you, Yankees push 1 across in the 5th on a Rizzo foul out to left. Nice catch, actually, on that one. But, Jim, it got ugly from there. Orioles push another 2 across. The Yankees offense was dead in this game. They went Heaney to Jolie to Litke to Albie, Abreu, Yankees lose 7-1 in kind of a sad, dull game.
Hey-oh. Yeah. The crowd was good.
Right. You were at this game.
Yes.
If I have any questions, I'll ask you.
Thank you. I appreciate that. Yeah, I was at the game, and the crowd was good. Anytime there's runners on, they were like, the crowd was excitable, and the Yankees just gave them nothing.
Nada.
But the crowd wanted stuff. So, you know what I'm saying?
Hey, better brand of baseball. This was Gallo, Rizzo, and Heaney's home debut. So the crowd was ready to ball out. Shout out to the crowd. And, yeah, I think, anytime a runner was on second base in this game, they kind of just got left to die. It was tough. It was kind of a tough watch against one of the worst pitchers in the American League. Sorry. It's just statistically accurate.
Yeah, so I'm going to ask you a question now because I was at the game.
Yes.
And you got to watch it on TV.
Yes.
Did Lopez look good?
So I'll say this. I mean,
Say it.
It's a real fastball. He was like 95 to 97, and it's a fun two-seamer. So when it's right, it looks good. Like, he had a couple pitches to Rizzo that you're looking at like, how the hell is a lefty supposed to hit that? It looks like it's going to hit you, that front hip two-seamer. So he had some of that, and his slider was okay. The only part that was frustrating, there were hanging sliders, but they were so bad that they actually backed up, that they kind of turned into an okay pitch. So those were the only ones that were like, hey, if you hung that a little less, like Giancarlo had one, a couple of the big boys, and then he got a couple nice strikeouts on Judgy when he needed it. So, kind of the train left the station, and it sucked. They couldn't hit the train, I guess.
What'd you think of Joely?
I mean, I appreciated it. He, I think this was his first time pitching more than an inning plus this year. So that's a tough ask, kind of. But like we mentioned in I think the pregame show today, he is a true rental, so you're going to use him. I mean, and they didn't do anything dangerous. He threw 36 pitches in 2 innings. And you saw signs of some stuff. I feel like he had a changeup that was doing some stuff, but I don't know.
Hurt himself with allowing Mullins to steal second, and then Mullins to steal third, and then the next inning he boxed him over to second, then he walked around to third, then he threw a wild pitch. It's like he only gave up 2 hits.
Yeah, I mean, Mullins, I can't, there's some stats going on about Cedric Mullins right now. The JM All Baseball team. He's the starting outfielder.
True.
And I think there's some stat out there that, players with, I think he either has 20-20 or he's got, 18 steals and 18 homers. However you dice it up, Cedric Mullins is really good, so him beating Joely, not surprised by that at all.
Okay, did you talk about the cat at all?
We have not talked about the cat.
Cat didn't make it into the burn, huh?
And I think what needs to be discussed, and Jim, I think people know where we stand on cats. If they don't, they're about to find out. A couple of people want to make this a rally cat, and they got killed in this game. If anything, the cat should be viewed as bad luck and bad to society.
How could you possibly think this cat was a rally cat?
People want to make it like a rally cat.
They didn't rally, just flied out right afterwards.
Yeah, they played bad. They played bad this whole game. They played
This
flat.
cat came into the Yankee Stadium and embarrassed our grounds crew, who I cherish.
Yeah.
Danny Cunningham's a fan
people.
of the show. He likes
people.
us.
The grounds crew listens to us.
Of course they do. What are you going to do? Dude, the grounds crew did a phenomenal job prepping the field. Just sitting there watching it. There's a couple things that, you sit in a baseball seat that you can enjoy that's not the sport of baseball.
Right.
One, watching the grounds crew prep the infield.
Yeah.
They're raking patterns. It looks so beautiful. They do their footprints are on it, but then at the end they switch the rake over to the other side and get all their footprints. It's so good. And the second great thing is just looking at all the bald men that are just entirely free in front of you. And that's a new one for me. But it's one of the most uplifting things.
Just owning it.
What do they care?
It's just their life.
Don't have hair.
Yeah.
And then you see some guys with a comb over struggling to
Fighting.
fighting, and
Fighting.
it's sad.
I was
It's like
worried.
that cat thinking that it can jump through glass and it can't. It falls down.
There was a couple
These guys
sad
thinking
moments,
their comb
yeah.
over works.
I was always
The
worried
guys that
I
are
was
just
going to
bald?
become the comb over, but I'm too lazy to comb it over.
No, I mean
It
you're
takes
gonna
work,
as
right?
soon as you're bald, you're gonna accept it wildly.
Thank you. Yeah, so, I will say this. People were comparing this cat to the MetLife cat. This cat in the cat world was way hotter than the MetLife cat.
The MetLife cat was literally a dumpster cat.
Yeah, that cat was, like, scary. This cat had some leopard vibes. I was kind of digging it. It was a little sad when he was trying to jump through the glass.
Don't laugh. It
I
was
didn't
really
laugh.
sad.
I didn't laugh.
It was so scared.
I didn't laugh.
Like that's
just another cat. Why do you have that cat on the screen?
That's just a cat.
That's just a black cat. Why'd you have that cat up?
Well, because I Googled MetLife cat and that picture came up.
No, it's
But I
like
think-
a gray, like one of the grossest cats I've ever seen was that MetLife cat.
No, you're thinking of the Coors cat then.
I don't think so.
The MetLife cat was just a black cat. It was a scary black cat.
Maybe I'm thinking of the Coors cat.
Dude, you think the Coors cat was really
That
really
gray-
hairy and
Oh
mangly.
my god, I don't like that
The
cat.
Coors cat.
Oh,
Yeah, the Coors cat was disgusting.
oh, that Coors cat does nothing for
Look
me.
at this shot of the Coors cat. Honestly,
Oh, my
that looks like a
God.
man in a costume, and then they did some weird effect to the photo to make it look small.
That Coors cat like looks prehistoric. Like if you blew that up, I picture that's what dinosaurs and like animals at the time looked like.
I just tell you, dumpster cat. That's what you imagine.
That's gross.
This cat was a Bronx cat. It's a rat.
He's a Bronx cat. And he provided the best entertainment of the game, or she. So I give the cat credit. Like obviously not a cat fan. Highly allergic. Bad time at Danny Farina's sleepover. And then we went to the Bronx Zoo the next day. So that was actually nice. But
Dude, people are so
very allergic cats, and this cat is not a rally cat.
No, of course not. So I said that the Yankees grounds crew was terrible at handling this cat because they have grooming standards.
Right.
And if you're a cat lover, that means you have a ponytail, male or female.
Right.
So actually, if you're a female, you cannot have a ponytail. But if you're male, you're unkempt. And this guy said, "I love cats and I'm bald." So
Yeah.
there's zero correlation. I had to let him know that like being bald is the same as like having a ponytail. You're unkempt. Like you don't do anything. It's awesome. This guy says, "I've got a mohawk and love cats." What do you say about that?
Yeah.
I said, "That's a no-brainer, dude.
Yeah.
Obviously, you love
Yeah.
cats if you have a mohawk." What are you talking? So they're not getting what I'm saying,
Cats
but
ride the mohawk.
you're not going to see a guy in a perfectly like nice haircut
See, I think yeah, the best
unless he's Latin.
the best way you said it was if you have a crew cut,
Yeah.
you don't have a cat.
No.
And I think when people hear that, then it kind of clicks like, "Oh. Yes."
Yeah.
What else about the game?
Nothing.
Yeah, right.
This is boring.
Cedric Mullins is good. Heaney. I guess we should. Well, we might talk about him later, but
Yeah, let's go to game
Yankees
2.
debut. Not so hot.
Well, the first 2 innings were good. People were happy about it.
Yeah.
They were like this.
Yeah. Okay, guys.
On your mark. Get set. Game 2. Burn, Jakey, burn.
Orioles would go back to the wells with Alexander, the young Aussie pitcher, on the mound as the Yanks try to get over the heel with Luis making his major league debut in the second like a good Glaber. Torres is there. 2-out RBI double. That would unleash the dam for the Yankees offense. DJ 26, he gets in the extra base hit mix with an RBI double to right. Love that. Rizzo, I like the way this guy plays. He
like
gets
this
the RBI
Rizzo
to
guy.
shallow center. It's 3-0 Yanks. Giancarlo with the ribby single. Hey, these Yankees, they're not home run Yankees. This is a new team. Gary Sanchez with the big RBI double. It's 5-0. Glaber sack fly to set up Giancarlo. Let the rhythm take you over, Giancarlo. 3-run homer. This game's over. It's 9-0 Yanks, and that 0 meant Luis had one heel of an outing. 6 innings pitched, 0 earned runs, 6 Ks in his Yankees debut, and then the Yankees were riding Steven. Oh, big fella, throw that funky stuff. Little hot to Kerner at the end, Jim. Yankees, they tack on some late ones. This was fun. 13-1 final.
First time a team in the history of baseball has ever won a game using 3 pitchers not on the 40-man roster, as far as I'm concerned.
Yeah.
Pretty wild. And the offense pretty wild. And the most fascinating stat about this game.
3 rookie debuts, bro.
And the most fascinating stat.
What's the most fascinating stat?
0 walks for the Yankees. They're just hitting.
Wow. That is fascinating.
15 hits, 0 walks. And the only person that didn't get a hit was Joey Gallo. And he was still thinking about that cat. So
Yeah.
all's fair there.
Hates cats. He made a nice catch the night before.
6 guys had 2 hits. Good shit.
Yeah, the offense had to break open. They put some crooked numbers, 5 in the third, 3 in the fourth, 4 in the eighth. And, man, again, another guy who probably gets talked about later, but, I mean, Luis Gil, it became very comfortable very early. Like, he was just twirling it, and you're like, okay. And he gave what I think could turn out to be a huge start when we look back at the next 2 weeks and the upcoming week.
Yeah. He's good.
If the Yankees lost this game,
Yeah. I mean,
it would have been like threat level midnight.
are you only doing this because it's a weekday?
What are you talking about? We're just talking about the game.
I don't know. It seems like you're going pretty personal.
No. That was the end of the statement. And I think I landed it in a pretty good area to build upon at a later point in the
If
episode.
I had to tell you that
what
one
would you tell me?
that one of the 4 pitchers for the Orioles was Australian, and you didn't know who, and I said Alexander Wells, Adam Plutko, Keegan Aiken, or Sean Anderson, who would you think was the Australian one?
Honestly, so I'm a little dumb. I would go Aiken just because I was like, oh, that's a funky name.
Keegan Aiken. You'd always think Keegan Aiken was the
But
Australian
we've
one.
said it in a Texas accent so many times that now I have QB1, Keegan Aiken.
Keegan Aiken, yeah.
So that's where it gets tricky. Honestly, the Anderson name at the end is pretty. Sean Anderson?
Sean.
Feels like an average Australian name.
Oh, well,
From
he's
Coral Springs, Florida, though.
yeah, he's not from there. Alexander Wells, rookie.
No, it gets tricky if you say them all in an Australian accent. Alexander Wells is kind of like, whoa, that's Australian.
Yeah, but say James O'Brien in an Australian accent.
James O'Brien,
Nah.
not Australian.
Yeah, didn't do anything for anyone.
David Mendelsohn. That
No.
got very Beatles.
Yeah. You get Beatles.
It happens.
Yeah.
Stuff happens.
It's a good game. It's a really good game. A lot of the stuff we'll talk about.
Writings. Holy cow.
Yeah, dude. And, yeah, Heel's going to start again. He got returned because he was
Yes.
a COVID guy, so they can just return him without any damage. So
Free money.
he will start again. Okay. Are you ready to burn Game 3?
I think so.
All right.
Right?
Here we go. On your mark, get set, and burn, Jakey, burn.
It's a dark night with some Jameson. Oh, I've been there. Harvey Day in the Bronx as he tries to get his Bird friends a series win against Taillon and the Yanks. After pushing 2 across in the first, Ryan would make it a tough castle to mount. With his solo yammer, it is 3-0 Baltimore. Bottom 4, HR to the Rizzo, Homer to the Sizzites. I think the people are starting to like this guy, Jim. Gleyber Torres with the RBI single. DJ 26 with another one. He ties it up. We are locked up at 3s after 5 in the 7th. Mama, there goes that man again. Can he, Willie? Is he? DJ LeMahieu, his first hit to give the Yankees the lead this year? Some weird stat like that. It's 4-3 Yanks. Giancarlo no se puedo. RBI double. It's 7-3. Glaber bombs. Torres does it again. It's 8-3. DJ, we've been saying his name a lot. RBI double. 2-run scores. It is 10-3 Yanks. Jim, I got a Ted Lasso one for you to end this one. Like drinking whiskey with Italian food with the natives and Bobby's family. Yanks go JMO to lasagna to Clay Holmes to Albert Abreu. Yanks win 10-3 and take the series 2 games out of 3. Let's go Yanks.
Wow, good stuff. Can you run that last line by me again in slow-mo?
Like drinking whiskey with Italian food with the natives
whiskey with Italian
and
food.
Bobby's family.
Okay.
Yanks go JMO to lasagna to Clay Holmes to Albert Abreu.
Cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, nice.
Yeah. Now that I've got that lane open, Daddy can get dangerous.
Yeah. Wow, good for you.
What happened with the lights there?
I think the internet went out.
That was weird.
Yeah.
That was weird.
Yeah.
Did you watch this game?
I was with you at the stadium. I watched it with you. We missed the first 2 at-bats. Don't lie to people about that.
We did.
Yeah. Wind was acting up.
The Wind had a good... If there was a... What's that? The umpire Twitter? Umpire scorecards?
Audit. Umpire audit.
Umpire audit, where it says, after the game, it's like, plus 0.53 runs for St. Louis. The Wind today, if there was a Wind audit, it would have been like plus 1.5 runs for the Yankees.
Yeah, well, the Orioles just didn't know how to use it.
Yeah, they'd never seen Wind before.
No.
Birds hate Wind.
I don't think so. I think
Depending.
Yeah, I think they can. I think they
The
just
love-hate.
You gotta. If you're a bird, you kind of just gotta know. You gotta go with the wind.
Say that last sentence one more
If you're a
time.
bird, you kind of have to just go with the wind.
But what if you don't, man?
It's kind of like a salmon swimming upstream. You're not gonna do it.
Do they do that?
Only on the River Razorback.
All of our animal experts, please reach out. And that's what we'll be talking about the rest of the show. Big animal show so far.
So far, but it'll
die
It'll
down.
die. It'll end a little bit.
Life ends.
Good game.
What did you like in this game?
They were losing for a little bit. It seemed like they were going to win no matter what. It was tied in the 7th. It didn't feel that's correct, right? It was tied in the 7th.
Into the
Didn't
7th,
feel like
yeah.
that at the stadium.
Yeah.
It never felt like they were out of it or going to lose or bad vibes or anything. So I wonder if that transcended through TV or not. If you were like, because usually TV, you're like tied in the 7th. Wow,
Right.
This is late. It never felt like it got late out for the Yankees in this game at the stadium. It just felt like you're just waiting for it to happen.
You're right. When the Yankees tied it, in the 5th. It was very much, we're playing the Orioles, like, we've got this, our bullpen's rested, let's go. And then I think there was literally, how many pitches of fear? There was like 3 pitches of fear. Excuse me. Loizaga comes in. Taillon walks a guy, Stewart. Runner on first. Loizaga comes in, single. First and second, but then he gets the double play ball, and that was kind of like, felt like the Orioles' chance, and the Yankees were just going to have too many the rest of the way.
I said Loizaga didn't pitch in the series, but he did.
He did.
So I lied earlier in the
It's
show.
okay.
Hope no one turned it off simply because of that lie.
Right.
I apologize. But yeah, that was it. But yeah, I mean, fun game to be at. Stanton's wind ball was wild. Gallo may not have a lot of hits in his Yankee tenure, but the hustle sure is paying off. It is nice to watch.
He can
Scored on
run.
first from that, right?
Yeah.
I mean, we were at the game, so we didn't get to see. I'm sure they showed a nice, wide replay of it. Him just running from the jump. Teixeira when Castillo dropped the ball. And
Gallo can move, man.
Yeah, he's fast.
Gallo has real speed. Teixeira not a fast guy, which is what made that play even more impressive.
Like, I thought Gallo and Judge would move similarly. Like, you're like, oh, that's a big dude, but
Like, oh,
he
but he's
moves
not
well.
slow.
Like,
I
Gallo's
don't think we've
fast.
seen Judge run full speed for 3 years.
3 years?
That could be right with 2020 being such a weird year. Judge used to be fast. He'd get the first to third in 12 steps.
They showed a Judge taster reel today, and a couple of the highlights you were like, whoa. But yeah, Judge's sprint speed this year is higher than Gallo's.
When Judge goes, he's fast.
It feels like Judge has an on-off switch now, and then he usually leans off because he knows how important his health is.
Probably
Wish I
by
did.
request.
I would take Gallo around the bases. I think Judge probably has the straight line.
Okay.
I like that.
Who are you taking first or third?
Ooh, Judge has the big turn. Like, you can feel the turn, but it's good. Right now, I'm Gallo.
Okay.
Right now, I'm Gallo.
I'm undecided. I'm not going to make a decision on it.
It's fair.
Because, I don't want it to come
fair.
back and be wrong and I
No.
look like an idiot.
No. It's good. It's good, just in case we see them race like that.
Okay. Let's get into the individual awards then.
I think so, right? Like, Yanks kind of put themselves in a bad position with a terrible first game, and they responded double-digit runs both games against the Orioles.
And
That's
there's
what
not a
this
lot
team-
of managing done.
That's what
like,
this team should do. Yeah, that's a great
There's
point.
not a lot of pitching.
A lot of decisions.
Not a lot of decisions
Nothing
for
to
Booney at all.
dissect.
Yeah. Some lineup talk, but I don't even care.
Mm-hmm.
Let's keep going. Rugi at third. That's
Rugi
something you can talk about.
At third.
The awards this episode are brought to you by the Pride and the MFer, brought to you by Rise. You've heard us talk about the Rise sleep app. I ran into something cool. I was checking it today when I was talking with Zach. I don't have my phone on me. I'm still 8 hours in sleep debt. These nights where we start recording at 11 p.m. kind of kill me. We can sleep in tomorrow, though. Or I can. I don't know if you guys, you have Wake and Jake. So I'm excited. But I've gone to sleep at the same time the last 6 days.
Wow.
Which is, I opened up the app and I was like, whoa, that's crazy consistent. So I'm excited about that. Rise is an app that tracks your sleep patterns. It helps you, let you know how much sleep debt you've accumulated, how much sleep you should be getting each night. And every night you get less than that, you accrue sleep debt. And then it shows you when you, burn it off. Look, and it shows you what time you fall asleep. See this?
Yeah.
That's pretty steady, right?
That's pretty good.
It's not a great time. I've been going to sleep in between 1 a.m. and 2 a.m. every night.
It's tough.
1, 2, 3 for the last 6 nights. Last Wednesday, I went to sleep at 4 a.m. because we had to record like super late. Is that what that was? 3:30 a.m. I went to sleep. So yeah, I'd love to be going to sleep at 11 or midnight, but instead I'm going to sleep at 1:30 every night.
I had a good going to sleep last night. I want to say it's around 11:45, and I'm like, I'm tired.
12:30 to 1 is when I'm going to sleep every night. That's not that bad.
That's kind of the
that's fine.
that's the spot.
Yeah. So
And
I'm
and
full
going
on
to
happy.
sleep like having the routine.
A routine's good. Yeah.
Yeah.
I searched the internet. I think Rise App tells you like going to sleep at the same time is good.
Yeah.
Oh, there's
suggests,
like
like,
a
a
Twitter
bedtime.
thing. Like your brain expects to fall asleep, so then your body does stuff. Sleeping's important. Get the Rise App. I searched for the USA baseball game on TV
Yeah.
for a good 15 minutes. The coverage didn't come on until 12:15, and I looked at 11:45. But the game started.
Oh, it was like golf.
Yeah.
It's like the
Like
Masters.
you're gonna pick
Yes.
this up.
That's so stupid.
So, and then I was like, okay, so now am I going to wait another 15 minutes for this to come on? And I was like, no, just go to bed. You're not going to watch the whole game anyways.
Smart move. That's mature of you.
Thanks, Rise App.
Yeah, go to, so you guys can go to risescience.com/Yanks and download the Rise app today to try it for free for 7 days. Most Rise users feel the benefits in just 5 days, so try it today to learn about your sleep and energy levels, plus feel better, all for free during the trial. Whether you want to become a morning person, be less exhausted during the day, or improve your productivity and daily energy, Rise is the power behind your next best day. That's risescience.com/Yanks to try the Rise app for free for 7 days. The first award we give out on Talkin' Yanks is...
Pride of the Yankees.
Pride of the Yankees.
Pride of the Yankees.
Yeah.
And I get to go first.
Right,
And I'm taking Luis Heel.
right. You and God are struggling.
No.
I'd say so.
Every time I do the award, you're going to bring up my relationship with God. That's even messed up, man.
Seems a little twisted up.
Yeah.
If someone did that,
Yeah,
It's a little messed up.
That's messed up. Yeah,
It's a little messed
it
up.
seems like a.
We could
personal
check some of the previous episodes. First half of the year, I don't think I ever did that.
I don't remember you doing this, so yeah, it's a
It's
real
weird
twist.
for you to suddenly start bringing up God.
Yeah, it's like out of character,
BBD and God. Whoa.
He's good with God. He doesn't like Jesus that much.
Luis
I like him. Seems like a
Just
great
think
guy.
Nothing special.
Luis Hill.
Heel.
Hill.
Luis Heel. Easy pride of the Yankees. 6 innings pitched in his debut with 0 earned runs. The first time a Yankees pitcher went 6+ with 0 earned runs since like the 90s. What? Remember, I retweeted it. It was some crazy stat. They've only had 7 pitchers do that, make their debut. Here, James Smythe had it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 pitchers have done it, and the last one to do it was in 1992. Make their MLB debut 6+ innings with 0 runs. Slow Joe Doyle was the first one to do it in 1906. Crazy, man. And he looked good. Like you said early on, I tweeted that 98 top of the zone strikeout to sit whoever it was down at the beginning. I was like, that's a polished pitch almost.
Yeah.
Like he had that right where he wanted it to be at the level he did. And then the off speed looked great too.
Man, it's pretty sick. I think our guy Petriello tweeted it out. His changeup was sitting 92.3. Like, that's gross, man. That would be the best fastball on the St. Louis Cardinals right now. That's not a joke for people that aren't keeping up with the St. Louis Cardinals. Jay Happ currently has the fastest fastball on the Cardinals.
Yeah, his average changeup was 92 miles per hour, 0.3.
92.3 on the changeup. And, like, that's one of those things where you're like, damn, baseball is changing. And we're going to talk about a guy that comes out to pitch after him, I'm sure, in a little bit that had gross stuff. But it's how do these guys have this kind of talent in minor league baseball? And, yeah, I mean, this guy's got to excite you, man.
Yeah, he's going to get another start. They said that already. You have to give it to him. And it could be bad. Who knows? But what he did here, he showed that he's on the path to having good stuff. And when the Yankees traded for Luis Heel, they traded Jake Cave, who they were going to lose due to Rule 5 restraints anyway. He was a 19-year-old, like, throw-in, like just a Rule 5, like just an arm, Luis Heel. And he's turned into this. The odds of that kid at 19 getting traded for Jake Cave in just like a Rule 5 exchange, making the majors, scouts probably say he had the stuff or whatever, but it's a coin toss.
If the over-under was one MLB start, it would probably be 50-50.
Yeah,
You know?
and I think he showed that he's going to get another start and another start and opportunities now because that was impressive. The Orioles lineup, it's not upper echelon, but
Sure.
he still had the stuff, looked good.
He was in control against a major league team, which, pregame show we were going through his last outing in AAA, he got knocked around. He's got some numbers that, his control seeming to be not good. He had some high walk numbers. And in this game, like, that wasn't the issue. I think he got one walk, but it was towards the end of the game.
He actually started getting in trouble, too, when he started shaking off to go to the fastball. And then they started just, like, putting the fastball in play, like bat, meat, and barrel. I remember seeing that a little bit. He shook off, and then it came back to bite him. He had 5 3-2 counts, and he threw 2 sliders and 2 changeups in 4 of his 3-2 counts, and only 1 he threw a fastball. That's impressive.
Yeah.
And he didn't get to a 3-2 count until that 4th inning where he started giving up some hits. No runs scored, but he got to 2-3 counts, 3-2 counts there. And then again in the 6th inning. Very impressive shit.
Very impressive ships.
Easy pride.
Yeah, you're right. You're right, Jim.
So who's your pride?
It's an interesting question. I think I'm between 3 guys.
Wow, that's too much for you.
Yeah, it's really a lot to handle. Where do you start putting stuff at a certain point?
Orifice.
I think what I'm gonna do.
Yeah, do it.
I think expectations play in here a little bit. I think this is gonna surprise people a little bit.
Surprise them.
I think I'm gonna go with Gleyber Torres.
Okay. He was there. He had a lot of hits.
And so Jim, I'll walk you through it, and I don't, some of these guys will probably get talked about later, so I'll be tidy with it. Taillon, great start today.
Oh my God.
But he had a great July. Like, I expect him against the Orioles to be good at this point. And then a couple of the hitters had arguments. Gleyber, after their ugly performance Monday night, he gets the 2-out hit in Game 2 to open up the scoring. That was kind of like the exhale. Like, whew, this is a game we need to win. We can't lose a series to the Orioles at home. And he gets the first RBI in that game. And, man, he finishes 5 for 10 this series. And the thing I said coming into this series that I thought was important, who is going to get hot when the Mariners come into town? And an important 4-game series, who is going to have juiced themselves up against the Orioles to be coming in and swinging a good at-bat and be tough in the series? And I think Gleyber is the number one guy you'd circle that, like, hey, he had that good start to the second half. He fell off a little bit. If he gets going again and we can get a good second half from Gleyber Torres, that's very important to this team. 5 for 10's there.
He's got a 287 batting average since the break now and like a 330 on-base percentage. OPS in the 8 teens, 812 or 815 or something like that. So, yeah, it's a good pride. We did say that we wanted Gary or Gleyber to use the Orioles to get hot before they go into
launching pad.
Before they go into the Seattle series. And I don't know if Gary's going to come up. I don't think he will because he only played 2 games. But he went 3 for 8.
Pretty good.
And ran his ass off.
He's a runner.
He's always been a runner.
He is Gary. He is fast.
I am Gary. I am fast. I am Gary. I am fast. I am Gary. I am fast.
Your
next.
First... Oh, no.
You Yankee motherfucker.
You forgot about it, huh?
I wanted to.
You forgot about it.
I wanted to.
You forgot about it.
You said my first as well, which was a little misleading.
My first MFer.
Okay.
Of August.
Oh, that's not misleading at all.
That's just because you cut me off. It's Andrew Heaney.
Why?
He gave up 4 home runs, and let me find the Joe's McFly tweet that summed it up perfectly.
And now these words are from Joe's McFly.
Not your first MFer of August, by the way.
Are you counting last year?
No, Marlins happened 3 days ago.
So.
Well, when I gave that one out, I didn't mean it.
Oh.
Right.
Remember?
How could I forget?
Because I gave it to Gary.
It was a 3-game sweep. Either way, most of the stuff you're saying is wrong. But what's the Joe's McFly tweet?
Most of the stuff I'm saying is wrong.
Yeah.
I don't know. Joe's tweets a lot, so I want to say it in the exact
Joe's
words.
good tweeter. Everyone follow him.
I texted it to you.
You did text it to me.
Because it made me laugh a lot.
Are we going to sum it up now, or are you going to find it? You're going to find it. You're opening up our text.
Yeah, I'll find it in 2
saved
seconds.
in your phone as Jake.
Come on, Mike. Yeah. Joe's McFly tweeted out about Andrew Heaney. He said, I don't know if a fly ball pitcher that sucks is the best strategy in Yankee Stadium.
Yeah.
That's a really funny tweet.
It's a good tweet. It's a pivotal word in there.
It is really.
Yeah, man. I have tweets. People, the kids say, check the receipts. And I'm like, what? It was a joke I had with Foolish Baseball online that, like, Andrew Heaney, not good, but there's some analytics things that like him. And, hey, hopefully he turns it around. Maybe Matt Blight can find something. Tough Yankees debut. I mean, it hit the point. It hit like a wave the white flag point where it's like, stop the fight.
I was at the game with a lot of family
Jeez.
members who don't follow baseball regularly. And they were like, why is he still in? And I said, they're going to get 80 pitches at him no matter what.
Yeah.
Because at one point, it was very, even his outs were loud at one point. And it was like, hey, yeah, okay, so we're just riding the Feeney train. His name's Heaney. I know that, but I'm going to call him Feeney. But, I love Feeney, so it seems rude. We'll wait till he has a nice start.
Yeah, I mean, so in the third inning, he gives up back-to-back homers surrounded by outs. Sure. In the fourth inning, he comes back out. So after an inning where he got popped pretty good, gives up a homer to the first batter, foul out, gives up another homer, and, that's a pretty big sign that you're getting hit. And then he gives up a double. And it's like, holy smokes. So, yeah, man, tough. Interested to see what he looks like going forward. A couple Angel fans were in our comments, and they kind of said, this is Heaney. Some nights he won't look major league pitcher, and other nights he'll look electric. Let's see, because in the first 2 innings, Yankees Twitter was talking themselves into it. They're like, oh, this guy's got some funk. I kind of like the way he looks. And then
This guy's the best.
things fall
ever.
apart. TFA.
Who is your MFer?
Holy smokes. You're putting me in a tough place, my man. I know. Come on. No, I shouldn't do it.
Who are you going to give it to?
There's a couple guys
No, don't.
that look like options.
No, I wouldn't.
You wouldn't?
I'd give it. I know who I'd give it to. Another.
Nice.
Do we have more starting pitchers make their debuts in this series than not? More pitchers? We had 5. Is it 5 versus 6?
Debut.
Yeah.
It's a classic game.
11 pitchers pitched in this series. 5 of them made their Yankee debut.
I'm giving it to Rugned.
That's fucked up, Jake.
Yeah.
You shouldn't have done that. He's learning a new position. He's out there early every day, fielding at third base.
Fighting my MFer?
What the hell?
He had the worst hitting series.
His mind is elsewhere. He's learning third, dude. He's out there practicing.
You thought he should have got an error on the foul ball pop-up, which was pretty messed up by you if we're talking about messed up things.
So I watched that, the TV version. The TV version just shows at the end it was tough.
Right.
And not that he, got to the spot super late. Like, the wide version,
He was shifted over.
it was more...
And he's playing a new position. He's got a lot on his mind. He's getting to the field early.
Exactly.
He's thinking a lot. But you still want to give him an error on that.
I don't know if I said error. I said I think a normal third baseman catches it. To me, it seemed like a ball that usually gets caught.
We had to look at the box score to see if there was an error.
Um,
It's not.
Dude, his clock being so off at third was hilarious.
Yeah.
He fielded a ball and caught it like he was at second. That's really interesting if you don't really pay attention to that stuff in baseball. Like, Rugi fielded the ball at third as if he was a second baseman, got it in his glove, tap, like how Andujar used to do it, and then threw it. But, he was doing it clean. He just didn't realize that.
He was playing second base at third base.
Yeah,
it was very clear to anyone who's a baseball fan.
Yeah, and then it was like, oh, I think I got to act quicker over here.
Yeah. And there was the first kind of nice play that Rugi made. You could tell, we know Rugi. He's part of the family at this point. He's on next year's Yankees. You could tell how Rugi's feeling. So he made his first kind of nice, okay play at third. And he's walking tall, feeling it. And Paul O'Neill is just like, you can tell he's not comfortable. And it was a very good contrast. So, hey, Rugi had he had the worst hitting series, 1 for 12.
A lot on his mind.
And only 1 strikeout. So a lot of, I guess, soft contact. Well, actually, he had the loud pop-ups. So he'll be back. It's a winning series.
Yeah.
He's letting the other guys get hits against the Orioles.
Sometimes you give MFers that you don't mean. I was forced to do Gary last time to, get him going. And you're a jerk, so.
The other option would have been
Joely
that wasn't a real option.
was for me.
different guy they got from the Rangers.
Yeah,
What?
we're not ready for that.
It'd be so mean.
Oh, you couldn't do him either.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Made a nice play and runs felt well.
yeah.
Made an error today, technically, in the book.
Yeah, it was a weird error. All right. Do you want to keep going?
I think so.
Regular old awards?
Brought
Brought to you by DraftKings. Jake and I
Place your bets at draft.
Jake and I hit the over today because we're so smart. Under
going to the game.
Under had been going hard. And we were like, let's go to the game today and force the hand
Yeah.
for the over to hit and hit the over. So we went and the over hits.
Whoops.
This upcoming Mariners series, you go to DraftKings Sportsbook, you download the Sportsbook, the number 1 ranked Sportsbook. Use code JOMBOY when you do to let them know that we sent you. And the Mariners game, the Mariners series coming up, let's see the pitchers. Do we even know the probables with the Yankees being all funny?
Boone said pregame, Nestor Thursday, Friday's up in the air, Heaney Saturday, and
Then heel again.
Heel Sunday. Yeah, he said heel will be back. 10-day
Well, hey, I don't know what you should bet on those because those pitching matchups are bizarre and don't help me at all. But you can go to DraftKings Sportsbook. You can bet $1 on an American Olympic athlete to win a medal, and if they do, you get $100 in free credits to go bet on the Yankees over or under and enjoy the game a little bit. Download the top-rated DraftKings Sportsbook app now and use promo code JOMBO when you sign up. Turn $1 into $100 in free credits if America wins a medal. That's code JOMBO to turn $1 into $100 in free credits for a limited time only at DraftKings Sportsbook. Must be 21 or older, New Jersey, Indiana, or PA only. New customers only. Restrictions apply. See DraftKings.com/sportsbook for details. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER in Indiana. 1-800-9-WITH-IT. Regular old award.
Regular awards. Jolly Olive. Thank you, Theo, in the chat.
I'm going to give the, oh, look, another freak award.
Oh, look, another freak. Feels like Stephen Ridings.
Yep. Yeah.
Lucky guess.
Stephen Ridings.
Holy smokes, Jim. Did you see him out there?
So, dude, I mean, they returned Greg Allen to AAA.
Yeah.
They better let this kid throw another inning before they have to make up their mind to return him. Or he looks like he could be, they traded for Joely. They traded for Wandy. They traded for Holmes. They traded for, or they picked up Sal Romano. They picked up, that we've seen Brooks Kriske in games. Like, there's other relievers too. Nick Nelson's been getting a lot of run. How about the 6'8" fucker who throws 100 miles per hour wherever he wants to? Why haven't we tested that dude out?
Yeah.
We've been through the gauntlet of shitty quadruple A pitchers.
And he's like 25. It's not like he's a baby who you're not sure can handle. Like, he's old enough.
Yeah, I get why. I think I know why they've been hesitating. This kid was and if you don't know, he came into the game and he was throwing 100 mile per hour gas and striking guys out like nuts. And his off speed looked just as good as his fastball, to be honest with you. He was a starter in 18 or 17 and 18 and didn't fare that well. And in 19, I think the Yankees picked him up and they put him in the pen, I think, and he still wasn't doing great. So 2020, he's not pitching in the minor leagues at all. In 2021, they have him as a reliever and as kind of like a one-inning reliever for the first time in his career. And they start him in Double-A, and he's absolutely dominating through his first 14 games in Double-A. He only gives up 1 earned run. He's got 19 innings pitched with 30 strikeouts. So they promote him to Triple-A, and in Triple-A, he has only pitched in, 6 games. 8 8 games. And again, he's got really good numbers, but he did get hit a little more in AAA. 3 games out of the 8 he get run. So I think they're like, hey, no need to rush this. This is his first season as a shutdown reliever in any league.
Yeah.
In the minors. So yeah, he looks great, but this carriage could be a pumpkin quick. So I think they were hesitant for that reason. But I mean, the way he pitched, struck out the side. He did give up 1 single, but the way he pitched, you gotta keep pitching him until he turns into a pumpkin, and then eventually just send him back to the minors. He'll figure it out and come back up a carriage.
He'll come back up a carriage.
Yeah.
James, a lot of good stuff there.
That made sense.
Yes. We need to ask Cashman. You know, often on here I've talked about the whiteboards where Cashman has the 1-year plan, 3 years. You know, one of the whiteboards is strictly a playoff whiteboard. And I wonder at what point this season they put Steven Ridings potentially on what would be a playoffs 26-man roster. Because the stuff is disgusting. And, again, tying it back to Luis Hill, the fact that there's guys like this that play minor league baseball is kind of gross nowadays. My goodness. And, you know, he said when he originally he was released by Kansas City, right? He was just in their farm system. He said that was a big wake-up call. And, okay, a lot of people have wake-up calls in life. Look at your friend that does CrossFit, and they're in really good shape now. It's like, oh, okay, they started working out. Pretty serious. I think he started taking his craft seriously, and I think for a lot of the big fellas, it takes a while to come together. Pitching is really hard, and the more moving parts you have, the harder it is. And he's a 6'8", gangly big boy, but the stuff was gross. The fastball was sitting 98, I believe, touching 98.7, touching 100 pretty easily, and the curveball was 86. Which, man, a 12-mile-per-hour gap with those speeds, that is the gross stuff. So, very interested to see what the future holds for him. Because, Jim, the hit he gave up was actually pretty funny. He's going for his 3rd strikeout. The stadium is going nuts. Look at the guy standing on the top of the railing. I think the Yes cameras caught Gardy, like, turning and being like, got some stuff. He had to try to throw a fastball to get the final strikeout, because I think he went curveball, and he had Michael Franco set up, and Franco knew he was throwing a fastball, so he sat on it and hit it, and it was like, this is the difference between major league hitters. If they know that 98's coming, they'll still barrel it up. Very interested to see how they treat him the rest of the way, because like you mentioned, there's some 40-man stuff, but, I mean, who's got a more talented arm than him? Before you make that decision, you have to give him another inning. Right.
You have to. So, just another freak. I'm trying to do a little science project right now.
Okay. Can we help or no?
Yeah, I'm trying to think of all pitchers that are like 6'7" or taller.
Yes.
That are successful in the major leagues right now.
Okay.
I have Glasnow, Betances. Giolito is 6'6", so I guess I'll drop it to 6'6", because there's not a lot of 6'7", 6'8" guys. Right. But, you know, I think they all have a lot of growing pains.
Yeah, I mean, I remember a lot of the guys from yesteryears, Randy Johnson, Chris Young, John Roush. Trying to think who else.
Because it's just so much body to figure out.
It's just a lot of body, man. You literally have more arms to work with.
Adam Wainwright, Chris Martin.
Grow into yourself.
Chris Martin. It's a good one.
And how old is this kid now?
I believe he's
26, 25.
So.
Turns 26 August 14th. Birthday's coming up.
Andrew Miller. Man, to be that tall and be a starting pitcher is kind of crazy.
Tristan McKenzie.
Tyler Glasnow.
Sale.
25 when he had his first good season in the bigs. Yeah, 25 in 2019. Dellin Betances, we saw that.
Yeah.
He was 26. Noah Syndergaard. So he was good. He was good young. How tall is Noah Syndergaard? 6'6"? Maybe I won't count 6'6". I should. Giolito was 24. So those guys are young. I guess they're starters. I guess relievers maybe because you don't cut it as a starter. You're like, you just got to find it for an inning, dude.
Find it, bro.
Because Waino was also young. Chris Martin was 28. He was older. So, yeah. Use this guy. And I hope his family's doing well. He said post-game that his grandmother just recently passed away, and they were planning the funeral and stuff. So that was touching and sad, and I hope they're doing well. And
it seems like the debut was like a nice break for them from
a break from the
everything
sadness.
else.
Yeah. Saving writings. Interesting. Better stuff. I don't know. It was a tricky game. I was going to say better stuff than Johnny Lasagna.
If he can
It's just
hone it,
different,
right? You know?
It's different.
every night.
But that's the kind of... That stuff doesn't grow on trees.
Oh, no. Rarely will you find a human that does.
No.
Your first award?
My first award
Can you make it a good one?
is I'm going with the Locker Room Smell Award.
Oh, the locker room,
Locker Room
smell
Smell
award. The locker room smell. Maybe Jameson Taillon because he's brewing coffee every morning, waking everybody up in good spirits and getting the job done on the mound.
Is that your official guess?
Sure.
James, the male locker room can smell like a lot of things.
Yeah.
Usually not great.
You associate chlorine with that smell.
Chlorine, kind of an odor, but it's not him.
Not him.
Just
too
using
obvious.
that word.
It's just too obvious. It wouldn't have been him.
Jim, one of the odors you can smell in the male locker room is foul balls.
Oh, wow.
And Anthony Rizzo put on a display tonight with foul balls. His first at-bat against Matt Harvey tonight was as delightful as an at-bat you'll see in a Major League Stadium. He had a 13-pitch at-bat with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 foul balls. You said it. He's giving out souvenirs to win people over at this point.
Yeah, he's doing his best. He just wants everyone to be happy.
And, man, just add it to the book of Rizzo. It was an awesome at-bat. He was down 1-2 in the at-bat, and he drew the 13-pitch walk. And, man, he was so close to hitting a couple homers. He would have had one that would have been gone on the pesky pole. But this guy continues to be a lot of fun. He was in control that whole at-bat.
How many fouls did he have in Game 3?
In the third game?
Yeah.
So I think I said he had, 9 in that one at-bat? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So he had 9 in his first at-bat. So now we're scrolling Rizzo at-bats. He homers the second one where he hit another foul ball before. So that was 10 foul balls.
Wow, 10 foul balls.
His next at-bat, he lined out. He had 1 foul ball.
So it's 11.
11. And it was a line out to deep right, which kind of matters. Rizzo.
It's almost like a foul ball in play.
No foul ball is last at bat. Does he get one more? Oh, he gets one more? One more foul ball.
So 12 foul balls.
12 foul balls, one game.
In Game 1, he had 3 foul balls. In Game 2, he had 0. So 15 foul balls across the games 1 and 3.
We saw his at bat. That was cool.
It was cool. We were wondering when the stadium was going to get into it.
Yeah.
And then they did. When they did. And then Judge came and hit the first pitch double play.
Yeah.
Which I immediately said to you as a joke.
Yeah.
And then it happened.
Yeah. Happened really quick. First pitch.
This team still has a little of that in it. This team kind of feels like your shithead cousin that's kind of growing up, but there's still a little bit of a
Every
shithead.
now and then.
And now they're
like,
well
yeah.
into they're in their late 20s.
You're like, yeah, he's kind of
Like you have a great conversation with him at the wedding reception.
Yeah.
And then you guys go outside for the first time to catch some air, and he like lights up like, I don't know, something you shouldn't be smoking at the wedding. Like and it's still daytime, and you're just like, oh, still got a little of that in you, huh?
Like, you heard he got a real job, but like you don't know any details.
The
about
groom
it.
and bride are walking in to the party, and it's like
he pisses in a pot. That's what he does.
Everyone's lined up, and he's just like smoking a cigarette, and you're like, dude, you gotta wait.
Or he's vaping while like saying hi to everyone.
Oh, that's it.
Hey, there's some people that think because vape isn't a cigarette that they can just do it like right in your face, like it's not. And it's like, no, the social norms are still the same. You have to go to a separate area. You can't just be vaping in my grandmother's face. There was a kid that was just having conversation with me and my grandma. Tell him, Grams. And then he was just like vaping, like, and there's like big clouds,
plumes
like
of smoke,
plumes of smoke, and he thought it was cool. And I was like, no, this is still like over there. So anyway, that's the team has some of that in them still.
Yeah, there's still a little bit that you're like, I know in 2 years, like you're gonna be able to laugh at this, but I also know you're in this right now.
Yeah.
Like the next family event I see you, you're gonna say like, yeah, I stopped vaping.
Yeah.
I was doing it in people's faces.
And like this is better than what you were doing.
I don't piss in flower pots anymore.
Yeah.
Like I've changed. Was fun though.
No.
So your award was that idiot cousin. It goes to Judge.
No, Jim. Locker room smell award.
Foul
balls.
Good timing because they just tweeted out this video of Rizzo, and I wanted to watch it because they say that they're telling him that his teammates are speaking highly of him.
You and the impact that you've have said about you and the impact that you've had. How comfortable are you with the fact that you're getting so much of the credit for the surge that this team is on since you joined?
I mean, that's amazing to hear that. It really is. I want to help these guys out. If there's something if I see or hear, learn from them and talk about it, just continuing to know guys and see how they work and see how they grind. So it's really is fun to just get to know a lot of new personalities here. And
all right, so that was
the day-to-day grind.
Almost wild that they tweeted out that soundbite. Like who was running the Twitter account?
I almost
was like,
fell asleep.
I'm sorry. The quote, the caption of the tweet was, I don't even know. It was like he hears that his teammates are praising him, and he says that's amazing to hear that. And that was like his first line, and then he just went bore zone on us. That's wild that someone heard that and said, let's tweet out that clip. I apologize. I got.
Yo, I left the show for
Yeah, I was so bored.
I couldn't tell you a single word from that quote. And I was listening as hard as I could.
That's like, man, I feel like we just walked out of the movie theater, and I know you didn't like the movie, but I chose the movie, and I'm like, well, shit, wasn't that bad? Like, sorry, I heard good things about it. Like, I agree it was bad.
What the fuck?
I thought it was gonna be good.
Don't go telling people like Jimmy took me to this movie. It
Shoot
sucked.
that over when I gotta go to
I
bed
agree
tonight.
it was bad.
Oh my god! What?
Just something that didn't need to be. Like, if Rizzo found out that someone tweeted out that quote, he'd be like, what? That one? I didn't say anything.
New York's weird, man.
Oh, man. All right. My next award goes to this award is just for that, it's a dual award.
Oh man, punished.
He got punished right there.
I got punished.
Yeah, it's a dual award.
I get it.
And it goes to it's the Be the Change You Want to See in the World award.
Wow. Don't vape next to your aunt. She's not feeling good. Who's it going to? You need change in the world? No, don't try to punish me more.
That
You never know the names of my award. You just did this on the foul
be
balls.
the change. I was a joke. Be the change you want to see.
You want to see
in the world award, I think, is what I said.
Couple guys here.
Yeah, I got two of them.
I don't know, man.
DJ and Stan.
DJ and Stan.
Both with good offensive numbers. Stan numbers are so good, but you know the win ball really helps with
Win ball really
with 3
helps.
RBIs and like Orioles
hit.
were out there acting like they were catching blitz balls bare hand. Just knuckling on them. They couldn't catch a damn thing. So Stan's numbers are a little inflated.
Just looking at the Yankees, how do you guys do this? This is tough.
He did have a couple hits. And then DJ's had a good game 3 and some big hits. But they've been so disappointing and streaky that, you totally, like any Yankee hater would say, like, well, it's the Orioles. You can't really hang your hat on that. So let's continue to be this change against the Mariners, please. DJ needs it. If he just goes back to having a dud series and hits into double plays against the Mariners, it's bad. He needs to have a good September.
Seriously, man. That'd be good. We have a winning formula now that doesn't include DJ LeMahieu. Like, he doesn't have to be on your list of 5 things anymore.
Because you can...
Like, there's other ways to do it.
Yeah.
Which is pretty insane.
Yeah.
So, like, all Yankee fans...
Yeah, the saying, like, the team goes with DJ, or, was a big thing, and it doesn't anymore.
Like, the fact we have that ruled out is a cool thing and a sad thing at the same time. Because if DJ could turn something on for a stretch, boy, would that be nice. Jim?
I agree. That's why I gave the award.
Good award, man.
Yeah.
Those 2 guys would have been good to give awards to.
Yeah, I took both of them.
I was considering even giving those guys an award.
Taken.
But the award was taken.
Yeah, so you have to give your own award now.
Jim, I am giving out the Chicago Award.
I thought you were. I hate when you give this award out.
Speed it up.
Spit it up. The Chicago Award, huh?
Chicago Award.
The Chicago Award. The Chicago Award. Dude, I have no idea who you can give the Chicago Award to.
Jim?
Yeah.
The Chicago Award goes to Jameson Taillon.
Oh, wow.
Because, Jim, Saturday
Spit it up.
in the park, it felt like the 4th of July. Jameson
People
Taillon,
dancing, people singing, a man selling ice cream.
who just won the Pitcher of the Month for July, pitched in a decisive Game 3 for the Yankees tonight, which, again, we get to look back and laugh now. If Taillon threw a dud today, A, we lose a series at home to the Orioles. It's almost a death pot. B, all of Taillon's juju from July and being the pitcher of the month would be gone. Like, we'd almost be sitting here like, oh, here comes Taillon's August. He has a really nice start today, 6.1, 2 earnies. He was in control most of the way after that first inning. Defense didn't give him a ton of help. Him not getting 3 earned runs, and he stays at 2, I think that's important and good. And I think Booney kind of takes him out at the right time. So, Jameson Taillon, keep it going, big dog.
10 Ks?
ERA down to 4.04.
Didn't he have it down to the 3s?
Not quite yet. I think it was like 4.11-ish coming into today. You can double check that.
That's correct, BBD.
Good for him.
I mean, again, we're talking about after that Philly start, 5.74 ERA.
Yeah.
Like kind of midway through the season.
Yeah, no, he's been awesome.
Now he's having a good year.
Well, I mean, 4, it has to get into the 3s.
If you told us Jameson Taillon was going to have a 4.04 ERA at the start of the season
You'd take it knowing you have him for next
for
year.
20 starts,
But look how good he's been in this stretch.
Right.
Like, keep going. And
Right.
You can get it
you
down
hope
to
there's
like,
a lot. You hope there's more of that.
Why is it the Chicago Award?
They sing that song, Jim.
Oh.
I thought that'd be a nice little pretzel twist for you.
I like that song.
You do like that song. It's a lot of
It's-
things you stand for.
Man selling ice cream?
It's kind of a song that's just describing things in a park,
Yeah.
which is kind of nice.
Yeah. Stream
Did
of
I miss you
consciousness.
reference a song?
You didn't hear us sing a song? Saturday in the park. Must have been the 4th of July.
People dancing, people laughing, man selling ice cream.
A man selling ice cream. Like, that comes
This
out of
is a hilarious song, actually.
It comes out of nowhere.
This is just them describing the park.
Yeah.
That's good.
Singing Italian songs. People talking, really smiling, a man playing guitar.
Hey, we haven't really announced what we're doing Friday. Should we tell the people on here? Is this a good time to do it?
Oh. Have they announced it?
I don't think so, right?
I think you did like allude to it somewhere. So you've like half.
Do we
said
have
it.
permission?
I mean, I think we have permission to. Why wouldn't they?
I don't see
it's
why
not
they
this
would.
Friday. It is this Friday.
It's this Friday. It's 2 days
It's
from
2
now.
days
It's a
from
day
now.
from now.
Tomorrow, by the time most people are listening to this,
I think we should tell them. I think people will be really excited.
I don't
you
see
wanna
why
say it?
they wouldn't want you to.
Do you want to
say
try
at
and
this
say it
point.
in unison?
Ooh, but we
have
don't
to,
know the
But we don't
words.
know what words we're going to use, and we have to try and see how close we can get in unison.
That's tough. The lead-up words are so tough. How about you do the lead-up words? You know what I'm saying?
Do you want to do every other word?
Yeah.
Okay, you ready?
Yes.
Well, on Friday's the first 2 words because they already know that part.
Okay, so we'll start off with that.
Okay, ready? On Friday. Oh, on
Friday,
we
will
be
hosting.
as guests. We're not hosting.
As guest hosts with
Maggie
on
W
F
A
N
end of the sentence.
radio.
Radio.
We're gonna be on WFAN
We're so good at announcements. We're some of the best.
with Maggie Gray.
Yeah.
Jimmy
we're
and I
subbing in for
will be trying to be a moose.
yeah, we'll do our best.
We're
You
gonna
two
do-
will be in a moose costume together.
We will be doing a moose impression the whole time. So
Yeah, Jake will be the back end of the
gonna be the
moose
boss.
in the moose
Yes, that's
costume.
clear.
He will have a microphone. He will not have a fan.
it'll look a lot like the Ace Ventura scene. So yeah, we ask you guys to cook the book sometimes. We'll be on 10 to 2, so go tune into WFAN because they probably check numbers and stuff. So
Well, and there's going to be, it's a call-in show.
yeah,
So I think we have some segments and some things going. Maggie's been really nice to us from the start. I've been on during the pandemic. They had me on as like a little guest interview, but 4 hours in studio.
was that mystery guest week?
Yeah,
That was hilarious.
yeah. She was so nice though.
Yeah.
I was like, whoa, this was. So yeah, tune in, call in, be part of it with us.
So thank you guys.
Yeah, it's gonna be cool. Did we miss anything? Anyone? I think we actually covered a lot today.
We did cover a lot. Joey Gallo, he needs a couple more hits.
Yeah, the good part about being a multi-tool player
Right.
is that you can make plays in the field. I know he bobbled one today and then one kind of dropped in, but that other play was really nice.
Made a great catch.
He hits into anybody else on the team hits into a double play, but
Yeah.
his speed breaks it up. He scores from first on that Stanton win ball. So, the hits aren't there yet. He goes 1 for 11 in this series. He scored 2 runs. He made some plays. I'm still giving him. I think he's putting a lot of pressure on himself. I think Rizzo, because of the World Series and because of just feeling like he's like fully accomplished. I don't know.
Yeah.
I think Gallo's putting a lot of pressure. on himself.
Rizzo's already has his own skin. He has a
Yeah.
full identity as a baseball player.
Yeah.
He's a god in Chicago. He's had a great career. He's going to have more of a career. It's going to be awesome. Gallo, I mean, this is the big test. Like, this is going to the Yankees. Putting on the pinstripes. Everyone in baseball says and knows you are a good ball player, but this is the, you're jumping into a playoff race. So, yeah, you see him put him a little pressure on himself. That fielder's choice, man, I mean, it ends up not being super important in this game. But like you're saying, I mean, that leads to another run in the inning. And this was a tied game into the 7th. Yankees would have been down a run into the 7th if he doesn't beat that out.
Yeah.
So he needs to find the porch, and then he might get hot in a hurry.
Who's going to be there? I mean, this rotation, they were trying to set up this rotation, or in our heads, this rotation for the Mariners series was going to be
We thought it was going to be
bump
Taillon, have him available.
Taillon,
everybody.
Taillon, Herman, Montgomery, Cole. Now Monty and Cole are out.
And Herman's out.
Yeah. So now the Seattle rotation is Nestor, up in the air.
Big fan of up in the air.
Heaney, and then Hill. So
probably going to cycle in somebody.
Who's up in the air? Davey?
I mean, people are speculating bullpen day.
Bullpen day, they can call up.
They can go corner and
Adam
ridings and use
Warren.
just both of those guys. Corner riding Abreu if Nestor can, because tomorrow Nestor can pass it to the good bullpen. Nestor can go 5 or 6 or 5, pass it to Chad, Laza, Britton, Chappie, and get the win. I hope they treat it with good bullpen tomorrow if it's a close game.
You would assume that because none of them
and if they do that on Friday for bullpen day, you can go. Corner has like 60 pitches in them. Ridings can be your escape guy. You can go Abreu as well, and then you can save 2 of the good guys if it's close at the end. But then Heaney, he also needs backup. Probably go Heaney and Joel
the good
again.
guys behind him.
It's
For what it's worth, Seattle is going Tyler Anderson, Marco Gonzalez, Chris Flexen, and Yusei Kikuchi for the 4.
You say what?
a couple throwers in there. Heen Dog feels like his start is going to be a pivot point in this series.
It's a team he's familiar with.
If he gives a good effort, that kind of allows the Yankees to have a normal bullpen and experience this series. If he doesn't, that kind of sets things pretty messy.
Yeah.
So bounce back, kid. Show us what the Angels fans were yelling at me about.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, that's it. I think that's the episode. It's a long one, Jake.
Literally, I think the 2 players we haven't mentioned.
Judge?
Oh, there's a couple. Well, I'm looking at the pitchers. Clay Holmes and Litke both had clean innings.
Nice.
Clay Holmes have 3 clean innings now?
Yeah, technically gave up a hit today, but Judge made that not matter at
Oh,
all.
and
Well,
Jake
that was
actually,
bait.
Jake manifested that.
That was bait.
Yeah.
That's bait.
Do it again.
That's bait.
Tyler Wade was 1
You
for
gotta
1. I
start.
don't remember it.
Waiter slashed one. Stud.
BBD. Eat Cracker Jack. 1 Cracker Jack an hour, every hour.
1 Cracker Jack.
An hour, every hour for the rest of your life. Or you have to legally change your name to Jack Cracker, and everyone refers to you as Mr. Jack Cracker. Full name every time. Never a nickname, never anything. Even your kids would refer to you as Mr. Jack Cracker.
I mean, I guess I'd eat the Cracker Jack, but neither is like a. I couldn't. I
You
don't
can
think I
live
could
with both.
with that.
Yeah. Jake, what did you choose?
I don't think either of those.
Jack
is a
Cracker.
disaster.
There is a group of people on the internet that already call me Jack Cracker.
Your mom?
Yeah, mostly family.
Mostly family and
Mostly
friends,
family
yeah,
and
since
friends.
it is your birth name. All right, that's all. That's the episode. We thank you very much for hanging out with us. Sometimes I look up myself at the end of these episodes and I feel like I got stuck in such... Watch when I adjust to sitting normally. My whole body was like just sunken.
Yeah, you move around a lot.
Saying, wow.
Wow.
calling
I'm not asking you
Oh,
to change your
dude.
ways, but
You did
Yes,
do
you
a
do.
whole. You did do a whole come over early this episode.
Ugh.
That's a tough, the court of law.
Go Yanks, tell 'em, Grams.
Go Yankees.
FAO, you don't have to eat the Cracker Jacks while you're sleeping.
So you
It's
don't-
only while you're awake.